This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever acquitted the protector of universe, bonded to energy transforming quantum bands that were both weapons and symbols of his station. He fought an ongoing battle to end all life in the universe with cosmic evil as Quasar. Hello and welcome to the Quantum Zone, episode number 30. As we were just discussing, I am Phil. And the Punisher double booked tonight, so it's just me and Master of the Quantum Zone.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
That's right, he's back in America. We're going to leave him behind tonight. That's all right. We can always pretend he's here.
Yeah.
Tentacles?
Yeah. Nice. Quantum tentacles are totally a thing now.
All right, so episode 30. We're back to the regular series, at least this week and next week.
Mm-hmm.
Because the rest of the year we'll be doing our Avengers issues, and then the last 3 weeks of the year we'll be doing our Christmas special. Because why? What's coming in January?
Gosh, I don't know. Could it have something to do with January and the mystery?
Oh, you mean stay tuned for January into Mystery.
Nice. I'm so looking forward to that. I mean, I look forward to every week, but...
No, I just have to do that for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. How many weeks is that now?
So what do we have for show and tell before we jump into the issue?
Oh, I don't know. How about this?
Will got his Quasar shirt. Got the symbol on the front of it. I must get that.
Quasar t-shirt. Yep, pretty awesome. I've been waiting for those for decades, so
did they have
about that?
They have like multiple colors because I want that like on a blue shirt.
They had. I think they had kind of a. I don't know if they had blue. I got a black one.
Okay, I would
black one, and then this color, and then the boys both got. I got them this color, but they're larger than me. They're 6'3", so.
I was gonna. Oh, do they have child sizes?
Well, yeah, I think they do. They also had some women's sizes. I think Matt sent us a link, didn't he? Yeah, I think
maybe. Yeah, I'll have to go back and look after we're done with this. Yeah, I was gonna say get my 5-year-old one.
Very cool. Hey, I have a question for you about not necessarily about this issue, but I've always been a little disappointed with the Quasar logo.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of bland, right? I mean, what do you think?
You mean like the one on your shirt? Is that what you're talking about?
No, that's the symbol. I'm talking about the logo for the issue. This thing.
The
Yeah.
actual logo. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they really never changed that up, did they?
Not that I know of. I mean, they changed it up a little when he was replaced after Annihilation, for the Phyla-Vell Quasar.
But I mean, like his 60 issues, they never changed it up in the 60.
Nope. And it just, it's block text with the name underlined. I mean, I think so many of today's, designers and letterers would probably come up with something really, really cool.
Now, we just need a Quasar book for someone to do it.
No kidding.
Oh, I see somebody watching. Soshin, is that you? I'm not sure if you can get in the group chat or not, but it's kind of... That's you, Soshin. Hello.
Hi.
No. But we need a new book. We need a new logo.
Oh, and what is today? Today is the 19 days. 19 days until Cosmos and Collision comes out. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be a good day. 23rd, right?
23rd, I think.
It's the 23rd, yeah. Yep. I said, I let my wife know that, hey, hon, your birthday is, on the 19th, so on the 23rd, I'm getting you this. And she's like, no.
Yeah.
I know, I'm kidding.
It'd probably be kind of pricey, but I'm just thinking of a few friends I had, who've been read Quasar. I want to drop that on them and be like, here, read this.
This is awesome. Read it now.
Then you must read it in every episode.
Well, I think the price of the trade came down on Amazon.
Oh, did it?
I think so, but I'll have to double check that. Yeah, I'm not sure.
All right. So, any other business before we get to this?
None that I can think of.
Oh,
wait. Did you want to announce anything?
Can
that be announced?
I'll wait. I'll wait a little bit to make sure. I mean, it's pretty much confirmed, just not a date and time yet. But stay tuned. We might have.
This is a tease for next week.
Or there was already something big coming in January. Was it January or February?
What was something was happening in January?
January is January, Mister.
Yes.
But no, something in February we're already planning big is going to get a little bigger. Okay.
Awesome.
Yes. Get us some more eyes. Mm-hmm. All right. So, Quasar issue 11 from June 1990. Guest starring Excalibur. Mm-hmm. And versus the Fury of Phoenix. Remember, Quasar versus Phoenix, okay? Remember that for the first page. Because the book opens up with Quasar underwater.
Which is a really cool splash, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Probably should have set up. Let me get our sound effects, our mood. See, the whole operation falls apart without Kona here.
I know. But we can't let him know that.
I know. Matt, if you're listening to this, I didn't.
Don't tell anybody.
All right, so it starts way below the Pacific Ocean. Whatever these slippery little devils are, they're not going to escape me now, Quasar thinks as he's flying underwater. So remember, we're going to get a guest appearance by Excalibur. We're going to get a fight with Phoenix. So that explains the title.
Uh-huh.
By the time I get to Phoenix.
Gotta love Grunwald and his puns.
Oh, he would have finished so well on this show.
Matt would have been, yeah. And this is good. Starting off without Matt, right?
I know. Oh, Coda, you should be here just for that title. Oh. So yes, it's like we said, June 1990. Of course, Grunwald's the writer. Mike Manley penciler. Fred Fredericks inker. Is that his real name?
I believe it is.
What were your parents thinking? Janice Chiang, letterer. Paul Beckton, colorist. Howard Mackey, editor, and of course Tom DeFalco, ed-in-chief. Mm-hmm. So, who is Quasar chasing? We never really see them.
No, we don't.
But for some reason, did I read this somewhere? Wasn't he chasing the children of Submariner and what was her name? Marina?
Marina, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's who this was supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah, because I thought I read that somewhere, because she mutated into like a giant sea creature, had some offspring.
Oh, yeah, and they had to kill her. It was an Avengers issue, like 300, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 292 or something. Because like she was like basically running amok and like destroying islands and any like landmass.
Oh, and the Black Knight had to use the Ebony Blade. That's right, I remember that.
Which activated the curse, yep.
Yes, which turned out not to be an awesome thing for him. So
no. So then we see Quasar going, what the word? God, they split up all of a sudden and left me in the froth. After several hours of underwater bug hunting, I finally get a sighting. Then, whatever these aquatic aliens are, they're unbelievably fast. I couldn't match their speed without causing a lot of environmental damage. Killing a lot of fish!
They're built for it. He's not, I guess.
I guess. But it's so funny. They're so fast you don't even see them.
Yeah.
Wonder if the Submariner knows anything about them. I think he does. In a way, he's responsible for them.
Very much so.
When fish people fall in love. On the next Maury. It's weird because, like, were they ever like brought up like after this? Those kids?
I don't think so. Not to my knowledge.
I'm trying to think. Did the Submariner know about them? Because like he never talks about those kids. I mean, I'm sure they've been forgotten by writers and stuff now, but they're swimming in limbo now. Then Quasar's like, well, I've had just about had my fill of the ocean for today. I think I'll let this little round of tag the extraterrestrials go to them. As long as those aquoids stay under the sea, they can't be the threat to the universe my cosmic mentor appointed me to protect everyone from, I don't think. And then we see a giant wave. First he says, weird how claustrophobic the ocean feels to me. Give me the empty expanse of outer space to soar through any day. And then he's like, hey, what's that roaring sound? And he gets hit with the wave.
Oh, hey, quick. I just went out to checking out Wikipedia. During the Chaos War storyline, Marina, alongside Alpha Flight members Guardian, Vindicator, and Shaman, return from the dead. She joins up with the still living Alpha Flight members in order to fight the Great Beast. She remains among the living after the defeat of the Chaos King. So, Marina resurfaced her, so it doesn't mention the kids.
No, I was going to say, I don't think those kids ever brought up again. I forgot Marina is like living, I guess, now.
Interesting.
Yes.
Now you know, and knowing's half the battle, right?
Knowing is half the battle. Yes. So Quasar gets hit by a giant wave. Thank goodness his field's up. He's like, a tidal wave is what it was, although I'm not altogether sure it was caused by the tides. They said, first make sure another one's not coming, then let me have a look from a higher vantage point as he flies out of the water.
I had forgotten this is cool. This is cool.
First appearance, yep.
Yep.
First meeting. Well, I'll be double dipped in dark matter. There's something on the horizon across the water, kicking up one heck of a wake. I may have been a washout following things underwater, but so help me, I'm not going to let something up here get the best of me. Let me scan it with my quantum band, see if I can determine the power source of its locomotion. And then we get not issue editor's notes, but
good old science editor's
definition.
Note.
Yeah, yeah. It's he's like, holy, those are tachyons.
And tachyons are hypothetical faster than light particles.
Coming from whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Not
that it's going anywhere near light speed, but it's going about as fast as something can go without reaching escape velocity.
Another one, which is a little less than 5 miles per second, which is pretty fast.
And he says, anything going that fast can't be up to any good. When it reaches land, the sonic booms alone are going to be devastating. I've got to find a way to stop it. Wonder if I can get up to its speed. Tachyons are outside the electromagnetic spectrum, so I can't tap them. And no go. Try as I might, the gap between us keeps increasing. My only other option then is to shoot a package at light speed toward is, and have it turn into something with a lot of air drag. I tagged it. Good thing it's running in a relatively straight line once I allowed for the Earth's curvature. So yes, he puts up like a parachute on it, and as it gets closer, wrong one. As it gets closer, he sees it's a man floating face down in the drink. My golden parachute worked a little too well, it looks like. Took me about a minute to get here. Hope he hasn't drowned in that time. I just wanted to slow him down. I didn't want to kill him. Hey, mister. And he picks him up. Thank God he's breathing. See, look at that, man. Speedster, he caught him in a flash.
That's coming up later.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Buried alien, that's right. So, minutes later, Quasar has him in a bubble. He says he's alive, whoever he is, but keeps drifting in and out of consciousness. Don't recognize him, but judging by his outfit and his phenomenal speed, he's definitely superhuman, which means an ordinary hospital won't be able to do much for him. He says the West Coast Avengers headquarters is closer than the East. I'd better arrange for Dr. Kincaid.
And we have another editor's note. Yep, the Avengers on-call physician. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yep, another one of the support staff.
Uh-huh.
But then, meanwhile, 10 time zones away in the lighthouse headquarters of the super team, known as Excalibur. See everyone thanking Megan for making, coffee. Mm-hmm. We see a floating pair of eyes. What is this? My hated enemy, Captain Britain, has companions as superhumanly gifted as he? Since when?
Excalibur #1. Sorry.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Excalibur #1.
Yeah.
So Then, so drinking coffee. A little coffee. It's just a thing to take a bit of the nip out of the night. And, another note.
Oh, yes. This is just like editor's note heaven.
I know, and it's not even like issue number. Well, this one kind of is. After all... Hold on, I lost my place. After all, our interdimensional jaunts, a simple night of relaxation is a godsend.
This tale takes place after the Cross-Time Caper concludes in Excalibur's own book. And that thing ran for quite a while. I mean, it ran for almost a year, didn't it?
Yeah. I guess it's some kind of spoiler. Like, hey, they all make it back.
Darn it.
And then they say, come join us, Rachel. Rachel. And they're like, leave her alone, Kirk. She's obviously not in a celebratory mood. Then we see this floating eyes thing. Captain Britain has changed since last we fought. He has become impervious to my magics. Perhaps I could seize control of this one, Nightcrawler. I sense he is called. No, his teleportation powers are too limited. This one then? She is a shapeshifter named Megan. A possibility. Let me examine the last of them. This Rachel Summers. By the Darkhold. Yes, she is perfect.
She's a phoenix.
That's right. She possesses incalculable power of a nature my magics cannot begin to fathom. They're all like, what? She will be the perfect instrument to free me from my other dimensional prison and enable me to wreak vengeance upon my enemies. Let me now become a phoenix.
Nice.
So, meanwhile, on an estate in Palos Verde, California, Quasar's landing and says, Wonder Man, hi, you get my message? And he says, Wonder Man, you remember Sky King? He says, yes, something about a man injured running in the ocean. And meanwhile, as U.S. agent stands here for 3 panels and says not a word.
That is Wonder Man's best costume, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Not the green Christmas tree one.
Yes. I like U.S. agent's costume.
Yeah, and the shield's pretty awesome, too.
Mr. Strong Silent type, yes. Quasar says something like that, and then... another editor's note. We're resplendent with editor's notes tonight. He says, hey, I recognize this outfit. I think he's one of those Eternals we ran into a while back.
Okay. Eternals, Volume 2, Number 12, which has a Walter Simonson cover, if I remember right.
Nice.
I think I have that somewhere.
What is it? Makari? How do you pronounce it?
I've kind of gone with Makari, but I don't know if that's the standard or not, so...
Makkari. His name was. And Wonder Man shows him to the med lab. And, yeah, dude. So in the med lab, they got him hooked up, and Quasar says, if you guys got things under control here, I'll be off. Call me the minute he wakes up, okay? That's it for Makari this issue. As U.S. agent says nothing. Quasar flies off, says, hated to be so brusque, but I do have to make an appearance at the office sometime today. And New York, an hour later, we get another first appearance.
That's right.
That's a big issue.
A lot happens.
He walks in the office as Kayla says, Mr. Vaughn, thank goodness you're here. He says, sorry I'm so late, Kayla. Ken. And then he says, who's that? Dressed so plainly, I would never hire her as a secretary. Mr. Wendell Vaughn, I presume, the lady says. And he says, yes, miss. H.D. Steckley, I'll get to the point. I'm an engineer with an extensive background in system technology and design. I wish to join your firm. And he's like, what? And he's like, we really don't have any openings right now, Miss Steckley. We're a new business just starting out, really. Our workload is such that we don't exactly need another designer in order to handle it. He's thinking, in fact, we haven't even found our second client yet. Thank goodness for IDIC, man.
Yeah.
I already got 2 mouths over here I can't pay. And he says, I'm surprised you even heard of Vaughn Security Systems. Why do you want to work here? She says, I see the potential here for your firm to become one of the giants in the industry. Let me make you a proposition, Mr. Vaughn. If I acquire 5 new clients for you by this time next week, do you agree to hire me? And he's like, sure. And she's like, very good, sir. I will see you in a week. And please feel free to examine my resume and call my various references. Good day to you all. And after she leaves, Wendell says, why are you both looking at me like that? Like I'm out of my mind. We've been canvassing Manhattan for clients for months now. There's no way she'll be able to drum up that much business in a week. Yeah, she'd have to be like a, I don't know, telepath or a mind controller to do that.
That's all we're going to say about that.
Yes, we'll get to that in 2019. And Kayla says, here's her resume. And he said, thanks. I'll be in my office. And he goes in the office and thinks, haven't checked in on Eon in his little pocket dimension behind my bookcase for a while. Don't want my mentor to think I'm as flaky as my office mates do. And before he even says anything, Eon's like, I acknowledge your eminence, my protector. Likewise. So he says, how's it going? We any closer to eliminating all the potential menaces from outer space you say is going to hit Earth? If you would like, I could recreate my mental projection of your world. Why not? I haven't looked at the big picture in a while. So he does. The points of light are extraterrestrials whose identities you have not as yet ascertained. And he says, man, seems like no matter how many I tag, there are always more to. Then we get the big flaming bird coming from the mental. I'm thinking you might want to check that. He's like,
I don't know. Yeah, maybe that. How about that?
What's that fiery bird thing? And Eon says it is the Phoenix Force, an extraterrestrial energy entity that takes mortal host forms. There appears to be something amiss with it. Yeah, you think?
Perhaps.
Just flared up about half the size of the planet.
Hey, you should have to say an extraterrestrial energy entity 3 times fast. No, sorry.
Not me. All right, this may be it. The big one we've been waiting for. I'm out of here. As he's taking his glasses off. He streaks out the window faster than a speeding bullet. And after giving his employees yet another somewhat unlikely reason for his absence, Wendell Vaughn changes into his battle garb and, like I said, out the window faster than a speeding bullet. He says, I'm not sure if I'm up for the ultimate battle I've been groomed for, but boy, would I like to have it behind me. The anticipation is really starting to get to me.
Not long now.
Oh, yeah. Once we get to the end of this issue, I have thoughts on this. But then, while somewhere north of London, Phoenix is fighting off whatever presence is in her head. No, not that presence.
Nice.
Because we see her saying, get out of my mind, as the other voice says, I won't. I'm in. You're mine. I rule.
And that's really cool the way they did that with the lettering, breaking it up. That's really neat.
Yeah, because it looks more like I won't, out, I'm in, oh, you're mine, my, I rule, mine. She's flying over a field full of sheep. Okay, she said. Then your resistance was as admirable, dear lady, as it was futile. You are my obedient servant henceforth. Now, using the inexplicable energies at your command, I bid you to rend the curtain of space, separating this world from other world. Listen to that monologue. This has to be a villain.
Yeah, he's gotta be.
Create a focal point where the fabric is stripped threadbare, a point where I might train the occult energies at my command from here on the other side, and together we shall poke a tiny hole between our realms of reality. Yes, we are doing it, dear lady. Mere gauze now separates us. More energy, unleash more energy. I am almost there. At last, I am back. Let the world beware. Modred the Mystic walks the world once more. To feel
we need a bump on that, don't we?
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think of that, but you're right. Modred the Mystic walks the world once more.
There we go. That's awesome.
To feel the fertile soil of my native land beneath my feet again. It has been too long, far too long. Oh, how accursed Merlin will pay for banishing this son of England.
Back in Captain America number 306.
I believe that was like one of the last issues before Grunwald took over?
I think so, yeah.
But first, Lady Phoenix, we must close the hole we made. Relax your raging energies, staunch the flow of power. There, the hole is sealed, and now let us take to the skies. Let me lead you, my bird of flame, to where our esoteric energies need next be put to use. And then, that's when our boy comes flying in. Hold it right there, you two. And Modred is like, what is this? The name's Quasar, and I'm here to see what all the fireworks were about. And he's thinking the lady in red must be Phoenix. But who the heck's that joker with the green cape? And Lady Phoenix, incinerate the interloper. And she says, yes, Lord Modred. And he's like, whoa, I wasn't even expecting an energy assault, but I didn't expect, I was even expecting an energy assault, but I didn't expect one as forceful as this. It was all I could do to erect a lens powerful enough to gather her blast and redirect it. I don't know how much more the lens is going to be able to take once I make something. It's real hard to make it stronger, especially when it's taking abuse like this. We've talked about that before.
Yep. Huh?
Wait a minute, ma'am. You may not have heard of me, but I'm one of the good guys. You mess with me at the risk of making me think you're one of the bad guys. And I better get my quantum bands working on spectral analyzing her specific energy so I can tap into her power and feed it right back at her. He's like, okay, miss, I gave you fair warning to cool it. Now I'm going to have to go on the offensive. And she says, my master says you must die. Master, come on. Slavery went out in the 19th century. Oh man, the amount of juice she's pouring out is phenomenal. Whatever this Phoenix entity is, she's deriving her powers from. It has the raw power of a star. Try as I might have been unable so far to place all of her energy under control of my quantum bands. Good thing I got most of it, though. The energy she's channeling is enough to obliterate the British Isles.
Wow.
What deviltry is this? Modred says. My minion seems unable to best the flying interloper. It would appear I must lend my dark magics to the task. We have no time to waste in pointless battle. Let me conjure the crimson bands of Sidorak.
Ah, yes. Doctor Strange uses those, doesn't he?
Exactly. And then he's wrapped up, including over his eyes. Quasar's like, what? Something's got me. Can't see. Can't move a muscle. What happened? And Modred says, aha, the youth is bound by my irresistible magics. And Quasar's thinking, magic? Did he say magic?
Crap.
And Phoenix seems confused, and he says, quell your energies, my dear. We need not expend any more on him. The crimson bands will undo him soon enough. Let's see. And now, dear lady, let us away. With your help, I'm going to free my demonic master, Chiton, and then we shall all wage war upon Merlin and his pitiful defenders. And then Quasar says, sounds like they're going. They're going to leave me here bound up like a pig on a spit. Blast it. There's yet another thing lying outside the electromagnetic spectrum that my quantum bands have absolutely no control over. I hate this. The bonds keep getting tighter and tighter. So he calls Eon. Eon, this is Quasar. Could you tell me what you know about true magic? I need to know quickly. And then he goes, I'll look into it and get back to you.
Yeah, which is...
But like, even if Eon had the answer right on the tip of his tongue, it's like, before you figured out true magic, wouldn't you be crushed? Wouldn't you be like, Eon, I need you to call Doctor Strange, and if he can't get here quick enough on his own, I need you to get him here now.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like, patch me through to Doctor Strange. If nothing else, wouldn't Strange be able to turn him off or something?
Maybe, yeah.
And so when Eon gives him that answer, Eon puts him on hold. He says, great, by that time these rings will have constricted me to death. He's like, I've got to do something. Wait, I remember reading something in Freshman Lit about how iron is supposed to interfere with magic in some way. If I can find something iron somewhere, a fence or a farm implement or something, better get to the ground first. So he kind of makes an anchor and drags himself to the ground. And as he's like, okay, now first I've got to create a big electromagnet that will, hey, what's that whooshing sound? As Excalibur comes flying in, which is pretty funny. So on the next page you get the ad for Dick Tracy that says, Tracy. I'm on my way.
Yeah. Nice.
It's like, hey, what's that? So what, was he going to create a big electromagnetic magnet to drag something metal to him?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, good idea, but
it's a good thing he didn't have to do that, right?
Yeah. He could have hurt somebody or did some damage, but he's in the middle of a field. I don't know how much he was going to find now.
Yeah.
So Excalibur comes flying in, and then Nightcrawler's like, Captain, look, and Captain Britain's like, some sort of bands of eldritch force. Let me test my mystic might against them. Not even caring about Quasar. It's like, oh, let me see if I can break him.
Yeah, exactly.
And Quasar says, who the? And then Captain Britain frees him. And Quasar says, who are you? Oh, wait, no. That's Captain Britain says, who are you, mister? And what happened to you? And he says, name's Quasar. I had to run in with a magician called Modred and his servant, the Phoenix. And they're like, servant? Modred? And Nightcrawler's like, we are friends of Phoenix. I am Nightcrawler. This is Megan, Captain Britain, and Widget. Collectively, we are Excalibur. This magician you spoke of must have Phoenix in his thrall. And after... Okay, so after a terse discussion, the Avenger agrees to collaborate with England's preeminent super team.
Nice.
He's like, I think I can trust these guys. They did save my life after all.
Exactly.
I've heard of Captain Britain. He's supposed to be the UK's answer to Captain America. And Nightcrawler, I believe, used to be one of the X-Men. He's like, wish I'd have managed to break out of Modred's magic on my own, though. And I know he says that, he said that a bunch, but what's that Nightcrawler says in German? It's like, Unge...
Oh, yeah.
Unglaublich, or...
Yeah, I barely speak English, dude, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's that German word for holy crap!
Yeah, exactly.
Because I think it's Captain Britain says, apparently the American wasn't exaggerating when he said he could transport us faster than we could go ourselves as they're flying out. But Megan says, Brian, we're crossing the English Channel. I know, and once the two of us are outside the mystic sphere of our native land, our powers diminish. To rescue Rachel, it is a risk we will have to take, Meg. And that's when Eon gets back to Quasar. Quasar, I have that information you requested. He's like, not now, Eon. Don't make me look silly in front of my friends. But why wouldn't he be like, okay, Eon, lay it on me? Because hey, we still have to defeat Modred.
I'm gonna be fighting magic. Yeah, lay it on me.
Exactly. I'm surprised. This is like one of the first issues where he's like, hey, have you heard of a magician named Modred? We can get that summary of Modred's history, with like you did with Terminus and
exactly, and the
Omnivore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Megan said
and Quantum, from what?
Yes.
3 or 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they kind of slowed down on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember, Megan, you mentioning Modred to me once, Brian. He's an enemy of Merlin's, isn't he? That's right. And by the Bright Goddess, he's going to wish he had never found his way back to this dimension. And Quasar's like, they haven't seen us yet? Okay, Modred, it's payback time. Let's see if you have as much trouble getting out of my own bonds as I had yours. So he uses his quantum bands to kind of wrap Modred up, just like Modred wrapped him up with the bands of Sidorak. Oh, so you know what Quasar used on Modred, right?
Sparkly quantum tentacles.
Nice.
It's just like he's here.
It's just like it. I really like this page because the kind of the big bottom panel.
Oh yeah, when he's doing 3 quantum.
He's doing 3 different things at once. Yeah, that's awesome.
Because Phoenix says master, and Modred's mouth is covered, so he can't talk to her, and Phoenix starts blasting, and Quasar's like, okay, this is going to be tricky. 3 quantum feats at the same time, because he has Excalibur in a bubble. He's using like a funnel to funnel Phoenix's blast into the ocean, and he has Modred all wrapped up, so he's like, under her onslaught, I can't get them all clearly visualized. Something's got to give. And of course, Excalibur falls into the ocean. With a spadoosh. And he's thinking, Phoenix is really turning up the heat. I'm pouring so much effort into absorbing all of her energy and trying to dissipate it that I think my bonds around Modred are weakening. And of course, Modred breaks free.
Yeah.
You insipid fool! You dare assault the dark disciple of an elder god. You'll pay her for such effrontery. And he's like, gotta think of something quick. So he redirects the funnel, so Phoenix blasts Modred.
Works for me.
The funnel, it siphons off Phoenix's hard energy, converts it to concussive force, and redirects it back at the silver-haired sorcerer. Man, that's a lot of thought. He's like, yep. For someone who's trying to visualize, he's like, yes, let me direct her blast back at the silver-haired old magician guy.
Exactly.
And Modred's like, Phoenix, stop your bombardment. And she does, and Quasar bubbles up Modred. Then Nightcrawler and Widget take that opportunity. Nightcrawler ports Widget into the bubble, and he says, okay, Widget, this is our move now, ready to port. He's like, now, mein Freund, fashion your interdimensional gateway. And Widget opens a portal, and Nightcrawler pushes Modred through it. So they all disappear from the bubble. But then Nightcrawler ports back to the ocean. He says, you did it. And Quasar says, someone mind telling me what just happened? And Captain Britain says, Widget here opened a portal to some far distant dimension and Nightcrawler pushed him through. With any luck, we won't be hearing from Modred for quite some time. Quasar's like, oh. Cool. And they're checking on Phoenix, and Quasar says to Phoenix, how is she? And Modred's mental domination seems to have faded as soon as he did. And she's like, what happened? What am I doing out here? And like Nightcrawler says, unless it's Phoenix's leg talking, that's Nightcrawler saying, we decided a little trip across the English Channel in a raft might be just the thing to cheer you up, Fraulein. Unless she has a leg that can speak German, that's Nightcrawler. And Quasar's like, I guess she's back to normal, whatever normal means for a woman coexisting with an ancient energy being. Guess she's not the big threat I've been waiting for. And after Quasar escorts Excalibur back to their lighthouse headquarters, Eon once again, Quasar, would you like that information you asked for now? And he's worse than Siri. And he's like, no, Eon, just forget it. He's like, man, what's my problem?
Ooh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
It's like, man, what's the problem? Even though the good guys won, I feel lousy. No wonder. Yet another facet of my ineffectualness has been revealed to me. Some two-bit magician nearly aced me, the high and mighty protector of the universe. What a joke I am. If this had been the big threat, the whole world would be pushing up daisies right now, thanks to me. Let's face it, Eon made a bad choice picking an airhead like me to be his champion. It's only a matter of time before I fall apart completely, and there won't be a soul round to pick up the pieces as he makes a big quantum head of, his own head and busts through it.
Shatters it.
Once again, just like in Quasar 10, we got like a bummer of an ending, man.
Yeah. He's very, nobody could live up to the standards that he set for himself.
No, it's like,
not even Cap.
last issue 10, this one issue 11, and then next issue, which we'll get to next week, all pretty dark, pretty dark endings,
Well, Soshin posted, I think, in the group about kind of giving his point of view why it wasn't his least favorite of the first 12 issues, whereas mine, we talked about, it kind of was. Mm-hmm. He actually made some pretty good points, so I need to post again, I'll do that later, but this is the issue that Grunwald in his column in Marvel Age.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Where he went over how he constructed this issue, basically. So I've got that linked out in the Quantum Zone under Behind the Scenes. I think it's called Mark's Remarks. If you just click on that, then click on Behind the Scenes. You can find it in Mark's Remarks. I'll send you the link later. We can put it in the show notes, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, okay. And do you remember anything that stood out to you about that?
Well, it was cool because he said, hey, one of the things he said is that, hey, his editor at the time had told him that Quasar was appearing too powerful. He was taking care of people too easily and everything. So he wanted to bring him down a peg. So that was the reason that, he brought Modred in, and then had him basically, almost take Quasar out. So, almost easily, but just to kind of throw a bone to say, look, he's resourceful, he's a hero. He was working on a way to save himself that might or might not have worked before Excalibur showed up. So, he's saying, yes, this is something that he's not good against, but he's still resourceful, he's still a hero, and, he was going to try something before, but because he didn't know Excalibur was going to show up.
So that kind of explains, these three issues.
Yeah, these issues, yeah. And,
well, Quasar kind of takes a downturn, but then, because he does rise to good heights, as we get to in January. January into mystery!
Yes! But it's interesting, I'd forgotten that this issue, we get the first Makari.
Yep.
As part of the he's joining the cast of the comic. HD Steckley, I forgot that they showed up in the same issue.
Yeah. The original HD, yes.
The OG HD, whatever, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and this is really kind of, I really feel like he threw a lot into this issue to really start setting up things for Cosmos.
Oh yeah.
And I really, even though this has kind of a bummer of an ending, I like this issue.
Yeah.
I really do.
But yeah. Expect kind of a bummer of a ending next week too, people.
Yes.
kind kind of a depressing last issue of Quasar to do for the year, because after that we'll be into our Avengers stuff and then our holiday special, 3-week holiday special.
Then we'll jump into January in the mystery.
January in the mystery.
Yeah, and then the reveal, during Cosmos.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Before what HDs?
No, not HDs. Well, that one, but the downer part of the next issue.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, there's kind of this double gut punch or triple gut punch. Yeah.
That's going to be kind of a cliffhanger for 2019. You're going to be like, Quasar doesn't know yet.
Yeah, he doesn't find out for quite a while.
All right.
Awesome. Yeah, so, this is a good issue.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can defend just about any Quasar issue.
Oh, yeah. None of them are bad. I mean, they're good, solid at the worst possible issue is a good, solid superhero story. Mm-hmm. But the best ones are so much better than that.
I mean, I can basically take, give me, the worst Grunwald issue, and I can basically say I'd rather take that than some people's who are like, it's decent, it's okay, it's like...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Grunwald, he knew what he was doing. He knew exactly how to build each issue and then how to build the story over... 25 issues to get us through Cosmos. It's impressive. And it's out in 19 days.
Nice. That's right. Go buy the trade, pick it, buy it, email Marvel and tell them you bought it because you heard us talking about it, and then send us emails and messages.
And that you desperately want a Quasar omnibus, hardcover that you go on a bookshelf. Yeah.
But yes, you can email us and send us messages about before January. We'll get to you can send them now. We'll read them in January for our January mystery.
Nice.
And even Cosmos. So, I mean, we'll, send us your thoughts on Cosmos. We'll save them.
Oh yeah, Cosmos. Oh. Honestly, that's probably my favorite story, bar none. I mean, yeah, there's some really great things that are achieved in comics, that are not superhero stories or that are even some superhero stories.
I'd say those are probably the two best arcs out of the whole series are Journey and Cosmos.
Journey and Cosmos. Yeah. And I'll put this back out there one more time. Cosmos is better than Infinity Gauntlet. It's fighting words to some people.
You're not going to get an argument from me, but all right, people, you heard it. Cosmos and Collision is better than Infinity Gauntlet.
Yep,
nerd.
Nice.
That's right, Lilith. You made it on Quantum Zone.
Fight me, nerd.
That's awesome.
All right. So, do we have anything else?
I think we're good. I'll get you the link for the show notes.
Yes, please.
I guess we're good until next week, sir.
So if you want to see Mark Grunwald's notes on this issue, look at the show notes. I'll have the link in there. So, all right,
excellent.
So everyone, like we said, send us your thoughts. Go like we said on this issue, upcoming issues. If you get that trade, man, send us. Soshin, Robert, send us your thoughts on all the issues.
You bet. We love to read them, and did you announce the new group? Did you announce that last week?
Oh, I don't know. I think I did, but yes, I started a Facebook group on Facebook group. Where would it be on Facebook? But yeah, for the Quantum Zone. So we'll give you some behind the scenes stuff. We'll tell you when we're going live. If you want to watch, you can watch us on YouTube live doing this. See all the bumps in the But so email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Again, we've got the Facebook group, and you can also follow our page, facebook.com/QuantumZonePod. Give us the thumb at QuantumZonePod and at CL Sidekicks on Twitter. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram. Get your Quantum Zone stuff there. And the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And Will, I think I saw on social media this week you got a big pallet full of books. What was that about?
That was pretty awesome. Diary Volume 1, Diary of Night Volume 1 was delivered. I've got soft covers and hard covers now, and working on getting them in, building an online store and getting them like into Amazon, hopefully in some few other places. So yeah, I'm excited about that. My back hurts. It was like 1,000 pounds of books that I had to move, and I'm weak. Whoever said people, comic geeks are weak. Have you ever moved long boxes of comics? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, I know. You get a big enough stack, man. Those are heavy.
Very heavy. But yes, I'm very happy. Thanks for bringing that up. That's, I'm excited about that. Really excited.
So yeah, I mean, come on, people. Buy your loved ones the gift of reading this holiday season. Diary of Night, Quasar Collision. Yes. Anything.
Best presents are presents that you can reread. Exactly.
And he's not here tonight, I guess. Follow Matt Kona. I think he's everywhere, just Matt Kona. And him and his wife have the new show this month where they're reviewing all the Halloween stuff. What is it? Yale
and Matt Recap.
Recap, yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So yeah, definitely
follow that on YouTube. Yes. Mm-hmm. Give him some subscribers.
That's right.
I still say you should call it Matt Goes to Yale. Just walk over to the couch every episode. Honey, what are we watching tonight?
He went to Yale.
That's right. All right. And like I said, keep big things coming. Next week, Quasar 12, and then we're going to do 7 weeks after that. It'll be Avengers 319 through 325. So if anyone wants to read those and send us your input, please do. Mm-hmm. And then that'll take us to the last 3 weeks of the year. Our holiday special, which will include Wendell Vaughn's first appearance as Marvel Man.
Yes.
And then,
are we going to do the issue where he changes his name?
I think so. Awesome. I think it's one of those. Yeah, because then it'll be that his first appearance, and then the next one is the cap. What is it? 229 to 230 maybe.
Yeah, and then Incredible Hulk like 234, 235, somewhere in there. I think. I'll have to look.
It might be a little earlier, but yeah. I mean, we'll let you know. We still have time to get there, but yeah, we'll let you know if you want to send your thoughts. So, someone's been watching the whole time. Soshin, is that you? Let us know.
Yeah.
All right.
Whoever's watching, hey, thanks for watching.
Nice. That's right. Bring your whole family next time. Have them log in on separate computers.
Yeah.
But that's been another week of the Quantum Zone. Yeah, issue 12 is going to be a little depressing also, but...
Yeah.
At least Makari's awake, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
They have to go to Lemuria, right?
Yep. The low-rent Atlantis, yes.
Yeah. That's why it starts with an L.
Boy. 2 issues of water, man. Remember, Grunwald sent that up this issue. Quasar don't like water.
Yep. He is.
Don't like water, man. So yeah, Keith, everyone, it's gonna be a great end of the year, and then January into mystery.
That's right. That's
all right. Everyone
gets kicked into gear.
We missed you this week, Maddie. Can't wait to have you back. And remember, Quantum Zoners, keep it quantum.